It's been a relatively slow start to 2026, but May looks to be making up for it with easily the strongest new series lineup we've seen so far this year. There's big returning favorites like Good Omens and The Terror, as well as lots of interesting brand new shows like the Boroughs and Star City. There's plenty to get through today, so let's start things off by checking out number 10. Dropping just over a year after the first season released is the Netflix comedy drama The Four Seasons Season 2. The show follows a group of longtime friends who vacation together each season and go through the ups and downs of life together. Season 2 brings us another year of vacations and returns most of the cast. If you've seen Season 1, you probably know who might be missing this go-around. If you've yet to catch the show, it was created by the same team as other comedies like 30 Rock and The Mindy Project, so it's got similar vibes to those series. The Four Seasons Season 2 is another 8 episodes, and they will drop all at once on Netflix on May 28th. At number 9 is a spin-off of the Apple TV Plus sci-fi show For All Mankind. It's called Star City, and if you haven't seen For All Mankind, it's an alternate history where the Soviet Union beats the United States to the moon. That show took place from the American perspective, but Star City will take place from the Soviet side of things. The spin-off is supposed to be much more of a paranoid thriller because it deals with the KGB and the intense secrecy of the training center. Star City is designed to be its own story, so if you missed For All Mankind, you could still jump straight into this one. It's set to be an 8-episode series that will start dropping weekly episodes on Apple TV Plus starting on May 29th. Then at number 8 is the long-awaited sequel to the hit Netflix dark crime series, The Chestnut Man. This is the second season and it's called Hide and Seek, and it follows a whole new case in which a killer is playing a twisted game of digital hide and seek, sending his victims creepy videos and nursery rhymes. The first season of The Chestnut Man was a great Nordic noir police procedural type show with an oppressive atmosphere, rainy Copenhagen streets, and a thrilling creepy plot. If you like detective noir stuff, the show should be right up your alley. You can check out The Chestnut Man Hide and Seek all at once when it drops 6 episodes on Netflix on May 7th. Next up at number 7 is another returning series. This one is the British period comedy drama Rivals. It's set in the 1980s and follows the lives of wealthy, ambitious, and deeply messy people. This is the second season and it picks up the story from season 1. Rivals is a fast, scandalous, and funny series that's like a bingeable soap with prestige production values. It will be on Hulu in the US and on Disney Plus in most other regions. Rivals Season 2 will be 12 total episodes split into 2 6-episode batches. The first batch premieres on May 15th, with the other half arriving sometime later in 2026. Then at number 6, we have a spin-off and sequel series to the hit neo-western show Yellowstone. It's called Dutton Ranch, and it's the next chapter for Beth and Rip as they head to South Texas to try to build a new life together. But of course, as you might expect, the piece doesn't last long. Beyond the returning favorites, there's a lot of big actors for this expansion series, including Annette Bening, Ed Harris, and Jai Courtney. If you like Yellowstone's mix of family drama, ranch politics, and sudden violence, this should be an easy show to get excited for. Dutton Ranch premieres its 9-episode first season on May 15th and will drop weekly episodes after that. You can find it on Paramount Plus. If you're enjoying the countdown, make sure to subscribe to CineGold series for more videos on the best series you can find every week. Next up at number 5 is one of the most popular long-running adult cartoons on TV, Rick and Morty. The show returns for its 9th season this month, and yeah, I don't think it needs a lot of explanation. We know what to expect from it at this point: wild sci-fi ideas, dark comedy, and fast pacing. Season 9 is 10 episodes and starts airing weekly on May 24th. You can find it on Adult Swim for now, with a streaming date coming sometime soon. After that, at number 4, we have an interesting pick. It's a hard-boiled detective noir meets superhero series.
What the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
This is called Spider-Noir, and it's about a down-on-his-luck private investigator in 1930s New York who's forced to confront his past life as the city's one and only masked hero. This is going to be an Amazon Prime and MGM Plus series, not Disney Plus where we usually catch Marvel stuff. It's actually set in an alternate universe within Sony's Spider-Man universe, so it won't be connected to the MCU at all. Nicolas Cage is playing Ben Reilly, aka the Spider, and apparently you'll be able to watch this series in either black and white or color. This is supposed to be dark, gritty, and aimed at adults. I have no idea what to make of this show right now. Spider-Noir will be an 8-episode series that premieres on May 25th on MGM Plus and May 27th on Prime. Then cracking the top 3 is the latest installment in the horror anthology series The Terror. This is the long-awaited 3rd season and is called Devil in Silver. This season seems to be moving away from historical settings, and this time follows a man who is wrongfully committed into a psychiatric hospital and has to deal with hostile patients and a demonic entity known as the Devil. The series always does a good job of blending real-world horrors along with supernatural ones. This season is based on the Victor Lavallee novel, also called Devil in Silver. Dan Stevens will star, and we'll see if The Terror Devil in Silver can live up to the first 2 seasons when it starts its 6th episode run on May 7th on AMC Plus and Shudder. At number 2 is the grand finale of one of the better fantasy series on TV. It's Good Omens Season 3, and yes, they are calling it a season, even though it's actually only one long 90-minute episode. Season 2 ended on a big cliffhanger, which I won't spoil here, but this finale is set to finally officially conclude the story. Good Omens is a great series for fantasy fans. It's a fantasy comedy based on the book of the same name by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Good Omens Season 3 drops on Prime Video on the 13th. Then at number 1 is an original brand new series that's dropping on Netflix this month.
What the hell are you gonna do with that? I'm gonna shoot something.
This is called The Boroughs, and it's a new sci-fi mystery series that's set in a retirement community in New Mexico where a group of older residents discover that something dark and otherworldly is going on. The Boroughs is getting a lot of comparisons to Stranger Things with its sci-fi mystery horror blend, and even being executive produced by the Duffer Brothers, who created Stranger Things. Now, executive produced doesn't necessarily mean that they had much creative input, but if you finished Stranger Things and are looking for something in the same lane, The Boroughs looks to scratch that itch. Could be one of the breakout series of the month. We'll see. It's going to be 8 episodes that release all at once on Netflix on the 21st. Which series are you looking forward to watching this month? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon.